it's easy to say, come on, let's use the infrastructure that's there. And if we can, it's great. But we must also remember the safety angle. When we start putting hydrogen into, can often be very, very compatible. When we start putting hydrogen into some grades of steel, we can, especially if the steel is expanding, contracting day, night, day, night, day, night, we can end up with some pretty big problems with hydrogen embrittlement. If it's, we need to manage the situation quite carefully. And quite a lot of studies, huge amount of studies have been done in this area recently, Rob, to try and work out under what envelope can we put the hydrogen safely into these steel pipelines, transmission grids, distribution grids. One of the really important lessons is that the embrittlement risk takes place at less than 1% hydrogen blending by volume. So once we've got just 1% of hydrogen in there, we have already exposed ourselves to the vast majority of the risk. So when people say, hey, let's blend up to 20%, or can we go to 20% or 30%, I'm kind of going, hang on a minute. If you can go to 1%, that's where you need to check first of all. But the good news, once beyond go 1%, is once you've gone to 1%, to then go to 2%, 5%, 20%, 30%, the risk doesn't actually get much bigger. So the bad news is 1% can be quite tricky. And the good news is if you can cope with 1%, you can probably cope with a lot more. But the safety aspects of hydrogen blending in steel pipelines in particular really, really do need to get some careful consideration. And I'm sure that all of the projects around the world will be making that assessment, of course.